Hey, hey, welcome back. Hope you all had a nice Easter. I hope you're ready to hit the ground running and rock and roll and get through this together. So I just wanted to go over a few things in relation to how things are going to go in regards to my class specifically and what we need to do to make this as painless as possible and as beneficial as possible. Being that the majority of you are seniors, I am not taking that lightly. It's very important for you to finish this semester strong and be ready to go out into the world, whether that is into the work world or if you are going to college. Um, and especially with your communication skills, we want to make sure that you are where you need to be. And that is my goal. So I just have some notes that I want to go over with you to make sure that we are making the best of our situation. And so that's the first point. The first thing is we do have to make lemonade from lemons as much as possible. Um, we're living through a historical moment right now. This is going to be in the history books one day. So try not to focus on what you're missing when it comes to things like your senior prom, graduation. Don't worry, we're going to work towards making sure that there is recognition that you're able to walk. We're going to do the best that we can for you. So just know that. But don't focus on those things. Those are just things. Yes, they're important memories. I'm not going to try to sit here and tell you, like, oh, it could be worse. You could be going to war. You know what I mean? I'm not going there. Okay, I'm sure you've heard that. Um, but I want you to think about what's still to come. There's still a lot to come. Um, and so don't get so caught up in those things and try to remain positive. Um, and with that, now is very much so the time to take ownership of your education. I've talked about this before in class, and it's now. Um, so you really need to make sure that you're doing the best that you possibly can. Don't make this harder on yourself than it needs to be by putting things off or taking our situation and kind of using it to your advantage or as an excuse. Remember, we're all in this together. Sure, we're all dealing with varying degrees of difficulty and stress and suck and lemons. But we all need to do our part and do the best that we possibly can. So as long as you're doing that, I will do my part to make sure that you are getting what you need out of this and to make sure that you come out of this having the knowledge that you need to have and making this a positive experience for all of us. So take ownership of your education because um, there are things that you need to know moving forward. And so, with that, number one thing on my agenda, no fluff. You already know that I'm not a big person on busy work at all, as it is. We don't have time for that. Um, and that's especially true now. So we are getting right down to the meat and potatoes of things. We're going to be focusing on reading and comprehension, analysis and critical thinking, writing and speaking, because these are the things that, as I've said before, no matter what your path is after you graduate or the next move, whatever that may be, these are skills that you're going to need to have. So everything that we're going to be doing in here from here on out is going to be building those skills and focusing on all of that. Okay. So some particulars. Number one, you are going to get weekly participation points just because we're going to have between 1 and 3 grades per week, just so things don't get too ugly. We're not going to have something graded every day like we did with those flex day things and all of that. We're moving into a more realistic sort of situation here. So 1 to 3 graded activities a week. It's going to vary, but each week with that, you'll also have participation points. So those are 50 points, 10 points a day if you want to look at it that way. Um, and that is you being active, watching the videos or watching the slideshows or getting on Classroom and answering a question or whatever it may be leading up to whatever the graded activity is for that week. Okay. So as long as you are remaining active and doing what you need to do, you'll get those 50 points every week. So that is a good thing. Um, And then, yes, I also wanted to let you know that I will be available via email all the time, but especially between the hours of 10 and 3. So if you email between the hours of 10 a.m. and 3 p.m., I'll get back to you probably really quickly. If you email me outside of those hours, please do. If you need something, I will still get back to you in a timely manner, but it might not be as quickly, because 10 to 3 are technically my working hours, that I'll be, you know, right in front of my computer or phone or whatever. Um, but like I said, feel free to email me at any time because I'll be available. Not going anywhere. Um, so with that, please stay in contact. That's the biggest issues that we're running into. I can't help you if I don't know what's going on. If you don't keep me in the loop as to if you're having difficulties or what's going on, then I don't know how to help you. So please, please, please stay in contact with me. Which right now the best way to do that is obviously via email. But I will have some office hours via Zoom. These will be a recurring kind of office hour, from 1 to 2 p.m., so an hour every Wednesday. And I'll send you out an invite and a code and a password, for Zoom for that. At any time on Wednesday, I will be on there, and you'll have the ability to jump in, ask me a question, ask for clarification, whatever you need. You don't have to come for the whole hour, but if you need something every Wednesday, I'll be available from 1 to 2. So if you have any questions, that's the time to jump on and ask those questions. Um, or if you just need to hang out and want to see some people, that's okay too. So Wednesdays from 1 to 2, we can do that. If you need extra help, all you have to do is let me know via email, and then we'll set up a Zoom or a Meet to do a little one-on-one discussion about whatever's going on, and we can figure that out as we go. Okay? So the big things here: stay positive, stay focused, stay in contact. Okay? I can't stress that enough. Like I already said, don't make this more difficult than it needs to be, and we'll just remain as positive as possible. Okay. Um, this whole video making thing is super weird because I'm just watching myself talk to you. Like when I make a face like this, it's just freaking me out. Anyway, yeah. So with that, our first sort of assignment for those participation points. So I know that you watched this video and are completing the material for today. What I want to do today is just kind of get a feel for where you are. So I want you to just create a Google Doc, um, treat it like a journal entry. So I'm not looking for like perfect formatting. I'm not looking at your grammar, spelling, etc. Although, the computer will fix most of that for you. But I just want to know how you're feeling about all of this. So the good and the bad. How are you feeling? Where are you at mentally, emotionally, all that good stuff? What are your concerns as we move forward? That maybe I can help answer a few things, if you write those down. And what are your new goals? Because things have changed. So, what are your goals now? And what are you hoping to continue to accomplish as we finish out this school year? So, with that, like I said, welcome back. I am excited to move forward and get into this a little bit. Please bear with me. This is new for me as well. So while I try some of these video things and all of that, I'm sure there'll be some bumps along the road, but hopefully we'll get through them uh, without any big problems. All right. So have a great week. I will talk to you again tomorrow, and we'll be getting into poetry. April is National Poetry Month, so we will be focusing on that for the month and doing some things with poems and going from there. All right. Thanks, guys. Take care.